This is McBay, and welcome to another toy review. So, today we're gonna be reviewing this new Marvel Legends Dani Moonstar figure. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging real quick. As you can see, it's pretty standard packaging. They have this new kind of like logo in the front with the new mutants. And we have the standard artwork of Dani Moonstar on the side, and then at the back an additional artwork, and has a little bio of Dani. And if you look on the other side, it's pretty much similar to the other side. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty standard packaging. So here's the figure out of the box with the plastic clamshell still on. And this is probably the best way for me to show you guys the accessories that comes with this figure. The reason why I'm very excited for this figure is because of the two additional head portrait. So basically, you'll be able to create 3 figures in this one body just by swapping the heads and the hands. And so if we look closely, so that one is the head for Karma, and she also comes with 2 kind of like open magical, hands type pose. And I really like the head sculpt for this one. I think it's really well done. The paint job is amazing. The plastic that they use is really nice, and there's really no gloss to the face, so it really translates really well in the video, and I think in the photo it's gonna be really good too. If you do toy photography with this. And then the other one is Wolf's Bane, and the same thing. This one is a really well done head sculpt. The paint work on this one is pretty amazing as well. You can see the details on the eyes, the fangs, and the teeth is really good. And you can see that she comes with 2 swappable wolf hands that you could swap with Dani's hands right there. And if we take a close look at Dani's head sculpt, again, another really well done head sculpt. And I have to give it to Hasbro. They've really been spot on with a lot of the head sculpt lately. We haven't had so much issues with derpy eyes and bad quality, paint jobs that we got from the previous ones, from 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And Dani also comes with a bow, an arrow, and my only nitpick with Dani is that would have been nice if she came with additional arsenal, like guns, pistols, and yeah, like additional weaponry. Because on I think there's like a cover in one of the New Mutants comics where she's actually in full on gear arsenal with like guns and stuff strapped in her back, and pistols, gun blazing type pose, and I think that was really cool. But there's a lot of other weapons that you can get from Deadpool or Punisher that you can lend her and maybe create that look. But oh yeah, let's just take a look real quick at the back. So you can see that Dani Comes with a long ponytail at the back. So really nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the figure out of the package, out of the clamshell. So here's the figure out of the clamshell, and I set up all three together so you guys can see what they look like as a group. Overall, these figures are really well made. I really like it a lot, and I can't wait to take photos of this when I have the time. But Hasbro did a really amazing job on these figures. I mean, there's minor things that I have in this figure. It's my nitpick, but if you look closely, it's my issue here a little bit is on the neck part, because some of this head is sitting pretty high on the neck, specifically for Wolfsbane. If you look right here, I mean it looks kind of awkward, especially if you look at the back right there. See how that neck looks really kind of awkward and weird. I mean, in the front she looks fine, but if you go make her look up, I mean, that's this part right there, it's kind of weird looking. And then the same thing at the back. You know, there's like a gap in there that looks kind of weird. Not like the you know, Dani's okay. I mean, I still would want her head to be a little lower, but it's not as bad. And also the hair at the back kind of hides it, and so it doesn't look as bad in the neck. And for Karma, pretty, you know, same thing. That's gonna, but overall, I mean, that's a little nitpick that I have for this figure. In terms of articulation, I'm not really gonna go too much. It's pretty standard on this female bodies. So what I'll be doing right now is I'm gonna go set up other figures for comparison, so you guys will have an idea about the size of this compared to the other figures. So here's a size comparison to this new Dani Moonstar body compared to the rest of the X-Men figures or Marvel Legends. I try to put as much as I can with varying heights so that you guys will have an idea as to how this, you know, new figures scale with the current X-Men Marvel Legends. So just looking at this one real quick, if I zoom in, you could kind of see that you know, Cyclops is actually bigger. He's just in the back, but you know, he's actually taller than all these ladies right here. And then this two right here, Jubilee and Magic, is actually on the Hasbro Teenage body. So this one is shorter than this. And you could kind of see it from here. If you look, you could kind of, you know, see that the shoulder of Jubilee is lower than the shoulder of this. Obviously, you know, Wolverine is gonna be smaller. And then one of the questions that I received is if this heads can fit to the Kitty Pryde body. And the answer is yes. It's a quick swap out. You don't have to do anything. It just pops up easily and pops in here. Now the other question also is a scale of this old Kitty Pryde figure. This figure is actually taller than this three. So you know, I guess that's one of the turn off of this figure before, is because of it's kind of out of scale, because Kitty Pryde is supposedly kind of like a teenager also, and should have been on a shorter body. But you can definitely use that head and switch it to this kind of body, and it will work without any modification. Now the only problem with that I encounter is when I try swapping Magic's head and to put it on this body, and the peg hole for this Magic's head sculpt is actually small, so it won't fit on this peg. So if you're gonna try and use that eventually, like I'm planning to do later, if I find additional Dani Moonstar, I kind of want to use this head sculpt and put it in here so that I can have a Magic in her New Mutant uni as well. But yeah, like I said, I have to probably drill or bigger hole on the head of this, either that, or I can also Dremel down the peg for this figure. I'm pretty sure you could also try using other heads in here. I haven't tried Jubilee's head in here, but I'm assuming since this one is sharing the same kind of like teenager shorter body, that the hole for this head is going to be smaller than the peg. So you probably gonna need to do the same treatment as Magic's when you if you want to use Jubilee's head and put it in that body. All right, well, I hope I was able to answer some of your questions and give you guys an idea on how this new figure or Walgreens exclusive Dani Moonstar figure fit in with the current collection. For me, it's a must buy. I like the figures a lot. I think it's pretty well made. Like I said, there's only that issue of the neck that's a nitpick that I have, but otherwise, overall, I think Hasbro did an amazing job on this new figures, and I just love it. All right, so if you like this video, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And yeah, I usually do dios, but every now and then I do toy review, just to break the monotony of my videos. So I hope that you like it, and yeah, you'll subscribe. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace.